Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Welcome to Arkham Horror, Mother's Embrace. I am the host of this video, Davvon. Sit back, enjoy, and with the introductions out of the way, let's play. Now, I've already went through and made sure that subtitles and everything were correctly placed, taken care of, etc. Now, I have never played the actual board game for this. This is based around a board game as far as I'm aware. So I do not know how closely this will resemble that. I just know that this is A, an RPG, B, an investigative game, an investigation game, and C is based on a Lovecraftian world. So if you combine all three of those, it's kind of like sex in a video game. At least it sounds like sex in a video game. All three of those things are magnificent. Your investigator. Welcome to Arkham Horror, Mother's Embrace. Who will be your investigator for this adventure? Harvey Walters, the professor. Now, I keep thinking this is the backspace button, but it's actually enter. I wonder if I should play this on a controller or if it's possible to play it on a controller. Harvey Walters, mental resistance 45%. Mentoring. Harvey increases range for the group's magic and ranged attacks. Investigation. Search. Yo, he's got some pretty bad melee and initiative, but he's got decent range and oh, we get magic in this. With doctorates in both history and archaeology, as well as expertise in ancient languages, Harvey Walters is one of my most friendly and helpful colleagues at Miskatonic University. He has certainly been of use in answering my questions about pagan culture's understanding of astronomy. His own studies remain a mystery as he refuses to discuss them, even with his own colleagues. One can't help but wonder whether the stodgy professor is harboring some scandalous secret. I think that's a spelling error right there.
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
Hello to you too.
There's no time like the present.
No time. Okay, whoever's got the coolest saying, whoever has the coolest saying is the one we're gonna choose. I'm not even gonna read the biography. We're gonna choose one after we've heard all of their sayings.
That's my cue to play.
That's my cue to play.
I'm ready to investigate.
Nah.
I'm prepared.
Nah.
It's my time in the spotlight.
Yes, I like you.
I heed the Lord's
No.
call.
So it's between you and you.
That's my cue to play.
It's our cue to play. We're gonna be Jim Culver, the musician. Jim Culver plays his trumpet at Velma's Diner. He inherited the instrument from his father, who played in nightclubs. I visited in my younger days. From what I've heard, Jim's father passed along not only the trumpet, but also his talent. Of course, people exaggerate, but the gossip is that Jim's playing made the widow Jenkins leap up out of her coffin and dance at her own funeral. Nonsense, of course, but that is the sort of story that makes the more superstitious residents of Arkham avoid Velma's Diner when he is playing. We are going to be Jim Culver, the musician. Are you sure you want to use this investigator? Yes, we're going to use that investigator. My time to play. Wait, I think that was the saying.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wilhelmina Tillinghast, Professor of Astronomy at Miskatonic
Well, hello,
University.
Wilhelma. I am Davvon.
All my life, I have dedicated myself to the study of celestial objects. Most recently, I visited Louisiana to observe the passage of a comet I had observed for many years. I hoped the trip would provide me with the evidence required to conclude my decades-long research.
What evidence is that?
Yesterday, you received my telegram requesting that you meet me at my house, just outside.
Try spelling
Arkham.
Tilligast without saying it.
So you've decided to join me in my mansion.
It reminds me of the mansion from, what is that, 21 Soldiers or 10 Soldiers or 13 Soldiers or whatever it's called?
Professor Tillinghast must like the blues
Oh.
more than those stuffed shirts at Miskatonic University if she called me out here for a performance. You don't see that too often.
Listen,
in an elderly
maybe
lady.
she likes the blues. Don't judge just because she's an elderly lady. Okay?
Welcome to my mansion,
Hello.
my friend.
I'd better ring the bell.
Okay. Hold on a sec here. Camera tutorial. Q and E, hold the right button on your mouse, then move it. Okay. We're going to use the right button on the mouse. This seems so much easier. Much more natural, in my opinion. Okay, I'm moving. But I can't really... Okay, thank you. Hold on 1 second here. Options. Oh, that's a nice little car you got right there. Investigative actions. A magnifying glass icon is displayed over objects you can investigate. I'm going to investigate my car. Correct. Here stands the car in which you arrived. Before leaving, you should meet Professor Tillengast. I think that's how it's pronounced. Tillengast. I've already forgotten. Madam Tillengast. We're gonna like... Oh, what does that do? I pressed the button. An invitation. Objectives. Story. Investigators. Enemies. Okay. So shift is not sprint. Shift opens like a journal. I will warn you, I am a very curious individual. I constantly go around looking for stuff that might be hidden or not easily read. I'm that dude that goes backwards on a race course or one of those games like Monkey Ball or whatever to try to find out if there's a hidden way for you to skip the whole level by falling backwards off the platform onto like a hidden platform. That probably just confused y'all even more. This is definitely Professor Tillengast's car. The engine appears to be cold. Is this one of them crankers? They just crank the vehicle, just get it going?
Maybe she's hard of hearing.
I didn't even come to the door yet.
Oh, how rude of me to make you wait like this. I wonder whether something's wrong.
You turned your hearing aid too low. You couldn't hear us.
There's a light coming from that second floor window.
There's a little bit of green on the window right there. The heck?
The door's locked. I ought to find a way in to check on her.
Breaking and entering. Let us do it. Wait, oh, I thought there was a green cigar in my mouth for a second. Each scenario has a set of specific objectives to complete to progress to the next scenario. These objectives are displayed in your notebook and are updated as you complete them. Press L to access the notebook or click on the notebook icon on the bottom left of the screen. Let's press L. Yo, this is also shift. Shift L either works. Okay. Nice. Find another way in. We shall. I'm supposing I'm just going to climb up these. Can I investigate this? A box beneath the first floor window seems to invite you to take that way inside, but it looks to be shut tight. Okay.
It's no problem to reach the window, but it's shut tight. I'd need to smash the glass.
Yo, grab a shovel.
I hope you aren't thinking what I fear.
If you know I'm here, why don't you let me in?
What I need is something heavy to smash this window.
Or is that like a voice in my head? Is that a mallet? Excel. Oh, I can excel. Wait, space bars excel. Oh, that doesn't make a lot of sense. That makes no sense. That's gonna bother me. Hold up. Hold up. Can I change the control? Oh, I can't change the controls. Shift opens your log, but space bar makes you walk faster. Something's backwards about that, but that's just... Maybe that's the FPS player in me. Complex interactions. Some interactions with objects may ask you to choose the best action out of several possible actions. Those are called complex interactions. Quick look or look through. We're gonna look through. Inside the wheelbarrow, you find a heavy pair of bolt cutters. Just the thing you need for smashing a window. Item found, wire cutter. Okay, cool. So did we just come over here back onto the boxes? Or what's this over here? I got like a little indicator right here. No, that's probably just for the door. So we're gonna try these boxes again, see if we can't get through the window.
How dare you smash my window? I hope you intend to have it.
It seems kind of drastic to just break in a window when she's upstairs in the second. Can't you just like chuck a rock, get the window to get her attention or something? That feels incredibly drastic.
The professor forgives me. Anyway, I can't apologize until I find her. Where would she be?
You saw her on the second floor in the window. Probably go check that room. Find some stairs. Yo, can I play the piano? Let me play the piano. I'm gonna play some Beethoven. A beautiful piano you don't recall the professor mentioning that she could play. Judging from the dust on the instrument, you doubt it sees much use. You look very confused by the piano there, sir. Is there anything in this chest here? Click, clock, tickety tock. Just got some jams going on right here.
Vase. The professor must have heard it fall. She wouldn't have
Or
just
would
left it
she?
there.
Maybe she went to get a broom to clean it up.
I certainly would not. I take pride in a clean and tidy abode, especially when
I wonder if she's already dead, and that's why she's in her head. Maybe she's like a ghost watching us or something. All I want to do is, if there's a Cthulhu in this game, I want to smooch him. I want to give Cthulhu a smooch. That's my goal by the end of the game. Complex interaction. If your investigators have the knowledge required, they will offer advice on the best course of action. If this is not the case, they will tell you nothing. Okay. Let us Makes the Mythos clock go faster. Shards of some fragile object now shattered. Lie on the ground, perhaps it's a clue. Knowledge, logical, no advice. So let's manipulate. Through your investigations, you may draw the attention of great old ones. This is called Mythos. The Mythos clock fills up each time an unsuitable action is chosen during a complex interaction at the end of a full round of combat. When the Mythos clock is full, the great old ones will intervene to slow you down. Be on your guard. Okay, let's put it together. A closer inspection of the fractured object reveals it was a vase, obviously. Based on its position, you think it fell from the small table nearby. Since the fragments are free of dust, you deduce that it broke recently. Da-da-da-da.
That scream came from upstairs.
That sounds like my voice. I must.
How are you in here? How are you in my head if you're upstairs? I'm very confused.
Professor, was that you?
Oh, you have a nice bowler hat.
Of course it was. Hurry.
No answer. There must be someone else in the house.
Is that a weapon right there that I can use? Is that on a note right there? Losing sanity. Certain events will force a sanity check. Each investigator's mental resistance score determines their chance of success to resist it. When sanity reaches 0, the investigator in question suffers from a trauma, which gives them a penalty. Eternal Darkness. Amazing game that includes sanity. If you haven't played it, I recommend it. Back in the old GameCube days. The little table is full of items. Perhaps searching them will turn up one that is useful. Sure. Hey, we made a right decision. A sharp blade, stick them with the pointy end. Item found. You found a weapon while searching. Select the weapon by pressing enter. Then move your cursor with ADSW to the empty slot and press enter again. Using the mouse, select the weapon, then click move and click on an empty slot in your inventory. Okay. It's not the cursor, it's the item itself. Okay. That was a lot harder for my small brain than it needed to be. Close the. I wish we could just drag it. Close the inventory by pressing the escape button or right click on your mouse. We'll just right click.
That knife might come in handy if I run into trouble.
Okay.
What on earth are you doing with my letter?
I'm about to go stabby some people. What do you think I'm gonna do with it? We shall accelerate up the stairs. Oh, maybe not. All right, so she yelled upstairs. So let us accelerate. Never mind.
The screen came from this direction. I'd better take a look.
Hello?
The screen must have come from the other side of
Okay,
this door.
go through the door!
That's my office.
Stop monologuing out loud. Or not monologuing. Stop talking to yourself out loud and just go through the door, dude. We got an old lady in danger. Locked. Okay, never mind. We got to unlock the door with a key. We must find a key or some way to force the door open. Oh, somebody might have a slight drinking issue. Oh, can I zoom in? What kind of drink is she drinking right there? Like a little bit of the old bottle, maybe some Fireball right there. A little bottle of the old Jack Daniels on the side there. Lady's got some taste. This door doesn't lead to where Professor Tilligist is. Okay, well, I can't get into the door she is, so... What is this? A painting of cats. Old ladies tend to like cats, but you do admit it emits a sense of calm. Never mind, this door did open. Your reflection gazes back at you from the scrupulously clean bathroom mirror. Okay, that's cool. I think I just took investigatory notes about a mirror looking like my reflection in a mirror. If the lock won't open, perhaps it can be broken. Should we force it? We're gonna force it. We forced the lock. We have found a bandage. Okay, cool. Move. Better keep this in my pocket. I think we will need that nearby, sometime soon in the future. Ah, the shift button not being sprint and being like the log is gonna drive me insane. Is this a kid's room? Toys are laid out in the room so carefully that you doubt a child ever touched them. Okay. Grandchild? Question mark? Uh-oh. Oh? Hello? Hi? Who are you and why are you here? And why is there an old lady screaming at the door down the hallway?
Who's there?
I'll ask the questions. Roland Banks, Bureau of Investigation. I'm on the job.
Let me see some identification there, buddy.
What's your reason for being?
What would a federal agent want
Ah,
with me?
why are you asking me?
The professor had some idea of hiring me to perform some music for her. I'm
Maybe
Jim
you heard of
Culver.
me. Kind of famous.
When she didn't answer the door, I got worried and came in. Then I heard her scream and came upstairs.
Seems like I'm on the right track. Something hinky's
You're just gonna
going on
trust
here.
me?
Is Professor Tillinghast a suspect in some crime?
I just broke into the house. And he's gonna take me at my word? Okay.
She's only a person of interest. The Bureau has evidence that others are trying to involve her in some shady business. I came to find out what she knows, if anything. Then I heard the scream, too. Seems
How do I
weird
know
that she's
you
inside
didn't
that
do
room.
something to her? Huh? Where were you
I
10
wasn't
minutes ago?
prepared for so many guests today.
I'll help you find that
Bet.
key.
Let's go, partner. Open character sheet. Roland Banks. I first met Agent Roland Banks when he visited my home to ask me whether I knew anything about some strange group of people. He seemed to have little more than vague rumors to investigate, and to be honest, I still don't entirely understand what he was after. Still, he seemed honest, if not open, and he has the broad shoulders and quiet confidence one likes to see in members of the Bureau of Investigation. He certainly appeared to be the sort of person one would call for help. Perfect aim. Roland has more chance of dealing a critical hit in combat. Easy, we got a sharpshooter here. And wait, initiative, daydreaming, cigarette addict, inaccurate. Okay, those must be traumas you get if you like start going insane or whatever. So we still need to find this key someplace. Wait, did that light just randomly turn on? Why is this light randomly turning on and off? You see that? What the hell? Is that the hallway light coming through the wall? Yeah, it's the hallway light coming through the wall. Hello? Any keys in here? Ooh, books. A shelf. A well-organized bookshelf with something on it. You have found a new item, cigarettes. I feel like that should go in his inventory spot. I feel like he might need them later. Did you put the key in here? Shake or force open. No advice. Let's shake it. Haha! You open the chest to find it is full of books. Lying atop them is a single sheet of paper on which is written a recipe for apple fritters. Now I'm hungry. Peel, core, and slice the apples across, but not too thin. Dip into frying batter. Remove one at a time with a fork and drop carefully into the fryer. Remove from fire when they reach a pale golden brown, then drain. Dust with powdered sugar and serve with a slice of lemon. Banana fritters can be cooked in the same way. Honey, I want apple fritters now. All right. What was in this room again? This is the bathroom, or was this the kids' room? Okay, this is the kids' room. Can I move the camera in here? Okay, in here I cannot move the camera. An infant's crib, obviously not brand new, but well cared for. Should I move things around? I'm gonna move things around. Hey, we found the key! All right.
There's a key on this mobile.
My files say Tillinghast has no children. If that's true, why would she need a nurse?
That is a good question. Maybe she's starting an
The
orphanage.
professor always wished for children, even long after she grew too old
Adoption.
to have them.
Oh, I can't say it isn't true. I wish people were less prone to idle gossip.
That is a very true statement. I wish people were less gossipy in the year 2021, let alone whatever year this is. People need to mind their own business, man. All right, let us free Professor Tillinghast. You'll encounter enemies as you explore. You can know which room contains enemies as a glow crawls from under the door. There be enemies here. The door through which you heard the professor scream, it's locked. We have unlocked it. Yo, sir, you seem to be performing the perfect moonwalk.
What? Who?
Hi! What? Colt? What? Who?
An intruder. How many people can I expect to break into my house today?
I like this lady. She's got a good sense of humor. Is that the voice actress or the picture of the lady from Harry Potter, Professor McGonagall? I want to know because it looks a lot like her.
You've got some explaining to do. Come then. I have just the explanation you deserve.
Yeah, my right fist across your... Wait, he's the one talking. Oopsies. Cultists. Me first. Turn-based combat. Combat is turn-based. Every character acts one after the other without time constraints. The order of each attacker is based on their initiative roll at the start of combat and is displayed at the top of the screen on the initiative bar. Ooh, Baldur's Gate in a Lovecraftian atmosphere. Each character has 5 action points to spend each turn. Each action has a specific action point cost. Once validated, an action cannot be undone except for movements. There are 3 types of melee, or I'm sorry, weapon. Melee, ranged, and spellbook. Each investigator has different aptitude with the various weapon types. This aptitude will affect the action point cost of the attack. Okay. So I want to stab you. And attack. Stab? Okay, so I gotta move. Okay, so that actually takes a lot of... Okay, I confirm it. And then I'm gonna stabby stab. Attack this enemy? Yes! Stabby stab! Oh, more like slashy slash, but close enough. I wonder if there's a line of sight penalty. It looked like he missed him from what I saw, but okay.
What's going on?
I like how the Bureau of Investigation officer just kind of shot an unarmed dude without trying to detain him, and I just kind of tried to stab him. No big deal. No big deal. Just stabbing the random dude inside. Let me look over here at this table first, because it looks very interesting for some reason. Can I go in this door first? Nope. All right, I guess we will go check on Professor Tilgast. Reload. Remember to reload your weapons after each fight. You can reload from the inventory, select the weapon, then reload the op. Oh, really? Story, investigators, enemies, inventory. Right click. Nope. Load. Okay. Do I just have... Okay, so we have 4 bullets. All right, all right. Makes sense. Let us go say hi to Cthulhu. Hello? Ooh, is that you? He's like...
Who in blazes are you?
I think that they might be the murderers of Professor Tilgast.
What happened here? Is that...
Kind of cut her stomach open, did they? That's kind of rude.
Wait. That's me. That is... It's my body.
That would explain why you're in my head.
That's
Kind of.
Professor Tillinghast, all right. She won't be telling me much anymore.
You think?
We need to stop them.
I feel like in a situation like this, where we walked into a door and there's a dead body on the ground with a bunch of people with their fists raised, we wouldn't have this time to conversate right now, if I'm being 100% honest. Time to beat a tune into your head. Oh, he's got catchy musical fighting phrases too. All right, we're gonna move. There. And we're gonna stabby stab you. I wonder if they have attacks of opportunity in this. If I was to, like, say, shoot this guy. Okay, so there isn't, like, an attack of opportunity. I wonder if I take a shot if, like, the person, if they had been closer, if they would have been able to attack me, like, similar to a Baldur's Gate game. Once you are out of action points or want to end your turn with a specific investigator, you can select the end turn action. Firm. End turn, end turn, end turn. What if I want to... What does Overwatch do? End turn. No, I don't want to turn. What does this do? Refocus. What does Overwatch do? I'm going to click it. Yeah, its action is called Overwatch. The investigator will prepare to attack the first enemy that moves within their weapon's range. Select the direction of the attack by using ADSWD or holding down the left button to your mouse. Your investigator can only attack the enemy that they can see, so make sure they are facing in the right direction. Okay, so what if I put it right there? So if she moves, I attack her. Let's go! See, that's why we gotta use that Overwatch. I feel like the game tried to cheat me there, but not tell me about that.
Those cloaked figures. This wasn't just a burglary.
No, it was a murder.
You're right about that.
Oh.
Connected to my investigation.
Are you investigating an evil cult?
Look around.
Let us take a look. Let us investigate the body. To your horror, you recognize the body is definitely that of Professor Tilligast, and there's no question she is dead. Sad violins playing in the background. An unsuitable action makes the Mythos clock go faster. I think we're gonna pat down. No, I made the wrong choice. Where to look? Why doesn't my FBI agent dude guy have the ability to tell me what to do here? A deep weeping wound on her abdomen appears to be the cause of death. Judging by the wetness, it appears she was killed recently. You feel the stability of your mind shatter. Sanity check. Okay.
Poor Professor Tilligast.
Tilligast.
Such a terrible
Tilligast.
Despite my age, I had much more to do in life.
I apologize.
This wound on her stomach, it looks like she was knifed.
Poor Tilligast having to die for evil cult rituals. The desk drawer is locked. You'll need to open it before searching inside. Can we lockpick it? Knowledge manual. Okay, so find flaws, I believe. Inside the drawer are talked to various notebooks. At a glance, you find nothing related to the murder, but it's clear that Professor Tilligast was in the habit of recording even trivial events in her life. Okay. So a journal then.
Look at these notebooks. Is this the professor's
How's he
handwriting?
supposed to know? Well, I suppose maybe he got the letter, yeah.
It is, but
Exactly, how would I know?
There's no useful information here, but perhaps Professor Tilligast kept notes on this material.
See, I knew I liked
in
this
another
lady. She's
location.
smart. She asks the smart questions. Fragments of glass glitter on the floor. You can't tell at a glance what object they once formed. We should be able to put some of the objects back together. All right, let's put them together. Reassembling most of the shattered container, you see a flask that probably came from a laboratory. You can make out the printed words, Miska Uni Science Lab. Miskatonka University Science Lab. Right?
I hope this broken glass doesn't mean there's been trouble.
I think that was called what was called Miskatana or Miskatonka.
Yeah, broken jar, flask. Can make out a few letters.
Ooh, is this gonna be a puzzle?
Miska, Uni, Lab.
Holy massive truck. I hope this is a puzzle.
Miskatonic University Science Lab.
Called it!
That's simple enough.
All right, so we've studied her, right? What about the ritual itself? Glyph on the floor. What the heck are you doing? A large glyph has been painted on the floor, apparently in blood. You're certain Professor Tilligast was deliberately killed above it. What you aren't certain of is why. You feel the stability of your mind shatter. Sanity check. At least my mind is a little bit more
What's this
stable
weird symbol
than
drawn on the
Mr.
floor?
Investigators.
Is that blood?
How did I go to from a jazz musician to an investigator?
My nice, clean floor ruined.
That looks like some kind of cult symbol. This ain't a garden variety burglary.
You've been stabbed in the abdomen and you're now a voice in my head and you're worried about your floor? Priorities.
We found everything we're liable to find here. Time to see where the evidence
Yes, sir.
leads us.
And so my friends set out to discover how I was killed.
Do it. Let us find the murderer of Professor Tilligast. It was Colonel Mustard in the observatory with the Kniffy. can't dance. Okay, okay. So we have to solve the murder of Professor Tilligest and figure out what's going on with those cultists, I guess is what we're gonna call them. Maybe we'll get lucky and get to say hi to Cthulhu. I don't know if Cthulhu will be featured in this, though. You managed to stay sane. Professor Tilligest was found dead in her own home by what appears to be members of a cult. What happened? No trauma, no trauma. Enter the mansion, find Professor Tilligest, and find out what happened. And all right, and on that note, I'm gonna end part 1 right there. Let me know what you guys think of the game to this point. Do you guys like the atmosphere of it? Do you guys like the investigatory part of it? Have you guys played the board game? And is it worth playing? As always, I do appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I'll catch you guys in part 2. Peace.
Wanna get some music for this?
Nope.
How long did that go?
You said 30 seconds.
How long have I been going?
10.
Am I doing it right?
I have no idea. I'm not even
Is it
watching.
31?
No comment.